Today is a very special day because it's my wife's birthday. So we were quite busy running around, celebrating a birthday and things like that. So I couldn't find time to do it now. So now that my family obligation is over, now it's my obligation to everybody to update you of what's happening in the world. Okay, cool. Is everybody coming in? I'll just wait for a while. If you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know. Yes, Sean, good to see you. Yes. Okay. Yes. Master Leong. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Is the sound quality loud and clear? If yes, please click like so that I know. Yes. Charlie, good to see you. Wow, loud and clear. Very good. Okay, Yang Chong, good to see you. Derek, thanks. Everson, sorry, yes. Master Leong, thank you. Amy, I'm on bed. Okay, sorry. AC, good to see you. Thank you, Calvin. Okay, yes. Did everybody see my Channel News Asia interview where Channel News Asia Money Mind interviewed me? I think the link, you can go to the the Channel News Asia website or something like that, a MediaCorp website, and take a look. Wei Jun. Okay, Wei Jun, first time can be like, okay. Yes, I'll try to make it fast, okay? Half an hour, let's target half an hour. And generally I come, rarely do I bring bad news. So I think this will be good. My Channel News Asia interview just started yesterday night, and I think it keep playing again. So I haven't watched it yet, but it's available online. They're very short. They catch a bit of everybody. I think myself was interviewed, Sam from Endowers is interviewed, the SG budget babe, Dawn or something that is interviewed, and of course my good friend Christopher Tan from Providence interview as well. So I think they poll everybody's opinion. I think most of the people are very hawkish, about making money in stock market. So I thought so it's not just me, collectively everybody is leaning towards that you must invest in the market. That's what not just Mr. Lu saying. So if all the experts are resoundingly saying this, these are all great people. I suppose that Money Mind won't pick Channel News Asia won't pick any Tom, Dick and Harry to interview. So okay, great. Okay, thanks. Okay, so very short, but it's good that they collectively get a lot. So what I'll do is that I've actually recorded the whole session down. I will cut a video on it and I'll post it up. Okay, but let's talk about what's happening in the real world, shall we? So I really encourage everybody, please give a like so that the video will go and promote. Recently, a lot of people take it for granted that just listen, let's not like it, right? Then the video won't spread, and then and not many people will have calm, and peace and the kind of thing, right? So and please, there's 150 people here, there are only 56, like 1/3. Used to be half, now dropped to 1/3. Is it so difficult to get everybody to like it? I don't know. So please help me do it, okay? A lot of effort goes into it. I want more people to listen to it. I don't have any hidden agenda. The more people listen, I think the more people benefit from it. Okay? Yes. All right, cool. So the title of my talk today really is the market really recovering this time? So this is my 256 talk. This talk, again, usual disclaimer, is not for providing you guidance whether to buy or to sell, but mainly for education and entertainment. Okay. The S&P 500, oh gosh, it's a bit bright. I'm gonna dim it right now. Okay, the S&P 500 right now has almost breached 3,900 points. I've been waiting for it to drop decisively below 3,800 points. It dropped 2,790 something, and then it poked back. Every time it dropped, poked back. I was like, because I have to buy through Endowers, it got the 2-day lag. So it's not seeing tonight. Therefore, we always have, I need to be like decisively, decisively drop below 3,800 points so that I buy, because my average I think is about 3,800 points. If you drop below, then it's okay. If you go above, I buy, pull up the average, not so good. Yeah. So, and this is just me. There's no right or wrong about this. But you know what? Yeah, he just refused to. Everybody say you will crash, you'll crash, you'll crash, you'll crash. I don't need to crash. I need to tampok a lead and stay there for a while. It go down, up, go down, up, and then boom, now went up. So let's analyze today. No, you cannot manipulate the S&P 500. This is not the Singapore stock market. There's no chance you can manipulate the S&P 500. You know how big the market is. Not even Warren Buffett can manipulate the S&P 500. Okay, so the S&P 500, okay, has shot up by 2.28%. Okay, and that's despite so many bearish. People say, you'll crash, you'll crash, you'll crash, you'll crash, die, 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 die. I think I'm the only idiot and plus a few other guys that keep saying that, no, the bull will come, the bull will come, until the point that people got sick of me. But I can tell you, decisively, this is what I still believe in. The Nasdaq has went up by a phenomenal 2.78% as well. Quite a lot, okay, quite a lot. Why did it rise? Anybody knows why did it rise? Does anybody know why did it rise? Okay, but the headlines that came out that day was the stocks, the jobs gains, were more than expected. This is a bad sign. Okay, the jobs gain were more than expected because a lot of jobs gain expected means the labor market is very hot and furious, but yet the stock market rise. Okay, so that day I told the Telegram group why. Anyone of you saw it, that'd be good. But the stock staged a first rally of 2023 as hopes grow that inflation will ease. Dow's close up 700 points. Okay, yeah. Okay, Yang Chong, you're right. Okay, so let me give everybody an important backdrop first. Okay, just to recall, this one no, but it's good to reinforce. Stock market, just like behaviors, okay, need to be reinforced again and again. To the Federal Reserve, there are three components of the way of the inflation. To them, number one is about goods, and that has been coming down. Number two is the housing. On paper, it's going up. Even the Federal Reserve Chairman realizes it's a lag indicator, so over time it will come down. They buy it. The third is on services, service inflation. So these three makes up more or less the entire inflation problem. They say that service inflation is still a problem because wages have gone up tremendously. Okay, wages have gone up tremendously, and then you see signs of it going down. So they're going to whack the inflation really hard with interest rate rises. Blah 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 blah. These three components is all end up this last one. First two is coming down. I say since July, it's coming still. It came down from 9.1% to now 7.1%. So it's coming down. Everybody recognize it. Okay, even the Federal Reserve recognize that these things will come down. So we only left one last segment called wages, right? But what happened? So on last week, what happened was that the jobs report came out, and the job numbers nobody believes that. There's some. Every time they report a number, then they backtrack. Last month figure adjust, and then it becomes so low, nobody believes that number anymore. So Wall Street, yeah, thanks for wishing me a blessed birthday. Yes, so Wall Street, okay, don't believe those employment numbers anymore. It's total junk. Yeah, because imagine I publish that the jobs went up by 260,000. And then the next month number, you say, last month number was wrong. It should have only been 2,200. Then the previous month is also wrong. So all 好消 logy, you learn this new word, 好消 logy, okay? So it's all 好消 logy means 好消, 好消 means 好消. So right now they only look at the wage number, and the wage number turns out grew slower than anticipated, increasing 0.3%, where most economists expected increase 0.4%. So this is where right now nobody cares about the employment number anymore. Everybody only care about the wage numbers, and that's important. And the the wage growth is now slowing down, and they're all very excited about it. So the stock market rise as investors like the look of hiring and wage trend. So it is a gradual slow down in the rise of employment, and the wage gain has gone down. So they believe that the Fed will see it, and as a result, the stock market eventually will have a recovery because the Federal Reserve will have to stop increasing interest rate or stop increasing interest rate continuously. So it is a situation where bad news is good news and good news is bad news. It's damn weird, okay? So the stock market jumped, okay, when this thing came out. So the whole market started. I've been waiting for it to come down because now I got a lot of money in my SRS, and I found that my wife got some secret stash in the SRS. So I prepared to fire at least 2 shots, and then my stupid T-bill keep cannot get every time. This time around, I actually killed 4.2%, only allocated less than 1/3. SBS. You know what's SBS? So just like I taught you houseology, right? SBS. What's SBS, everybody? You all know what's SBS? Okay? Whoever can guess SBS, please write down SBS. Yes, Sibei Yeah, Sibei. Okay, SBS Sibei. Yes. Yeah, Sibei. I bet 3 times already. No, I bet 3 rounds already. I missed 1 round. I was too busy. Okay, so I'm first round missed, and a lot of people keep lowballing and things like that. So this time, I was preparing to fire shots after shots, for the T-bills. The non-competitive bid this time also never get full allocation. Yeah. So guess what? Less than 1/3. Okay. So now I got some more cash, right? Go whack in the stock market. Yeah. So anyway, this one big check. Okay. Anyway, SBS. So interestingly, even within the Federal Reserve, some of the hawkish faction, these people are by blood hawkish, are signaling right now, hey, slow down, okay? A dovish stand, okay, dovish stand. So I cannot be non-competitive because what happened if there's a fluke, turn out 2%, what must you see, right? No, it's too dangerous for me, okay, not me. So Federal Reserve has a guy called Bullock, okay? Bullock has always been very hawkish. That means, who do I see? No power inflation see interest rate rise chong no, to hell with everybody. He's that kind of person, Yeah, he's like a gangster in the Federal Reserve, killing everybody. Okay, you know what? Bullock says that 2023 is on track to be a disinflationary year. It has a heavy word to use, disinflationary year. That means inflation is going to come down, no? Yeah. So he actually said that remember, you may not know, but he was the first person that tell the Fed, you're in 2022, you're wrong, okay? You're misjudged inflation. You say it's transitory, it's not. It's going to come and bite you. So a lot of the Federal Reserve officials realized they were wrong, and they quickly turned around by increasing the interest rate. So he was the one who caused it. This time around, he's going the other direction, telling everybody now that most likely the reverse is going to happen. So even the Federal Reserve, within the Federal Reserve now has factions come up. He's a St. Louis Federal Reserve president, okay? So very interesting, right? So within the Federal Reserve now have cracks right now. Hey, the Federal Reserve is the only party that decide whether we're gonna be very rich or stay at where we are, not rich. Okay, that's all. Okay, so if this is the one, so this is a very important signal. Okay, this is a very important signal. Yeah, treasury yields are coming down. Yeah, I agree with you, right? Okay, now that's a complicated one. So the signals on the wages are coming down. The pressure on wages are coming down, CPI is coming down, and the Federal Reserve is signaling they're coming down. So all signs are actually pointing good. The stock market can see that, okay? I've been saying it already, it will come. But you know what? The Federal Reserve the chairman will and they will still continue to be very hawkish. But let's take a look at other signs, right? Remember the day a few days ago I talked about my prediction for 2023. Okay, I said that there are four boxes, right? One is the Federal Reserve, federal inflation. One is China. One is Russia, and I can't remember what's the last one. Okay, so let's take a look at Russia. You must have heard this news. Okay, at 400 of you, less than half you are given a like. Please do. Okay, Russia says showing more signs they are losing the will to fight. Sian until cannot sian. SBS again, right? So they order a unilateral 36-hour ceasefire in Ukraine to mark Orthodox Christmas. Okay, you believe this? BS, right? In the sense that Putin actually said, "Oh, the Orthodox Church leader came to me, Uncle Hin came to me and say, Mr. President, God tell me, I mean, I'm exaggerating. God tell me that this is the time for peace whatsoever. Can you stop fire for a while or not? Wow, I listen really, I feel very guilty. Okay lah, I stop fire for 36 hours. You think he's so kind? Who believes this BS, right? So obviously not, right? It's obviously they have lost the will to fight, or whatever the reason, maybe where got rubbish, wow, Orthodox Church come and tell him stop firing, believe in this BS. Of course, Zelensky probably point the third finger at him and say that, Russia wants to use ceasefire to halt Ukraine advances. Tell him to go to hell, right? So basically the fight continues, okay? But it shows sign that they're losing the will to fight, and it's good for stock market, right? Any of these signs is good for stock market, right? So it is BS from gangster, right? This is a gangster president, man. So they're losing the will to fight. Now that's good sign. Okay, that's good sign. If you want to be a gangster, you cannot show weakness. You're showing weakness. Even people like me who is not politically savvy also can see. Right? So very interesting. So many of you just came in. Please remember click subscribe and like. Okay, please. So the other interesting thing is this: China. I told you, right? What the biggest uncertainty is China. If China opens up, all the tourists run out and start buying. You know what happened to the inflation of the rest of the world, right? Europe, especially Italy and France, okay, will shoot to the roof. All the shopping centers, Galerie Lafayette, Monte Napoleone, La Rinascente, all these places, all the factory outlets, all these will shoot to the roof, man. And then after that, they will come and buy, the food will go up, everything will go up, whole freaking, Chinese, no kidding, flood, they just wipe out all the goods whatsoever, right? So, it's a good thing? Good. A lot of countries are restricting their travel. PCR test everybody, okay? So South Korea imposed PCR test. Thailand bring back test not just for China, for everybody, right? Everybody in the whole world, don't care China, no China, right? Because the Chinese, once they come, the whole thing will come out, right? So Australia also, Spain, Italy, and plus at least a dozen more countries, okay? One of the rare country that did not impose this kind of travel is Singapore, right? Singapore, why? Because my take, this is my take, we want their money, right? China, and no point you block for what? They come, price hike, no deterrent, man, okay? So let them come. People who appreciate the Chinese money, they will let them come in, right? So huge amount, but this kind of restriction is good because you slow down the Chinese coming in. You won't stop, but it slows down. As long as you taper off, imagine now they have, let's say, 100 million people want to travel. This slowdown will spread out the 100 million people. If the 100 million people is allowed to travel out at one go, you know what happened to the whole world? Freaking die, right? So, Yeah, so actually these signs are good. Spread them all out so the inflation is not so jialat, right? So yeah, so what I say is this: signs are looking good. Okay, signs are looking good for stock market recovery. Okay, signs are looking good for stock market recovery. So it may not happen now, but the signs are very positive. Okay, so my take is this. Now read my take. Okay, number one is this: Federal Reserve is unlikely to stop the hawkish stance. Okay, come February this year, in the FOMC meeting. But they have been wrong before, and they can be wrong again. Meaning that they will say that no inflation is going to kill us, going to kill us. They were wrong last year, and they were wrong last year and say that inflation is transitory, right? So they've been wrong again. Then now they can be wrong again. Then they can be wrong again, and I believe they are wrong. Okay, I don't just it's not just me believe they are wrong. The whole Wall Street thinks that they're wrong. So if the CPI keep falling, okay, I don't care what you say about don't know what 3 component, 4 component, 5 component. Eventually, is the fruit that judge the quality of the tree, right? So if the CPI keep falling and falling and falling and falling, okay, then there's nothing. Then you don't need to look at your wage inflation, wage number, all this, right? The falling CPI precedes the importance of it, right? So markets, okay, will still get volatile, emotional, because a lot of people are very chicken, right? The minute they see, wow, Federal Reserve say that, market will crash. Then after all the good reports come in, they will start rise again, and then Federal Reserve will say, no, wait, come, it's happening for the last 7 months, okay? The only thing is TMD, my elusive 3,800 points just won't come. I need to unload a few more shots. So I need to, and I have to. If the market, I may have to adjust my expectation to 3,900 points. But I was hoping that it come down. The next time it come down, maybe I just got to accept the fact that I won't be able to catch 3,800 points. Okay. So the final conclusion is this. Okay, the recovery will surely come, but with a lot of volatility, with a hell of volatility. Take note, a lot of people say, well, I wait until the recovery comes, then I buy. But when the recovery bull run comes, you may not have a chance to catch it. How would I know? And I say this one, I should say again, okay? 1982, the same exact thing happened. Inflation caused the whole thing, and when inflation recovers, look at the bull run. This bull run, phenomenally fast. It's not 90 degrees, it's like near 90 degrees, right? Phenomenal bull run. It not only recovered from the previous high, it broke through. Okay, so I'm betting that this will happen. That's me. Okay, you decide for yourself. So I say this again, this is the near exact phenomena in 1982. The market fully recovered from its previous peak in just 2.8 months. In 2.8 months, it shoot to the roof. Okay, and the entire cycle lasts for 1.9 years. That means 1.9 years it was dark and gloomy. In the last 2 months, it shoot to the roof. It just took 83 days back. Very fast and furious. Do you think now it will be faster or slower than 1982? 1982 no computer, no handphone trading, no computer trading. Do you think right now the recovery will be faster or slower than last time it happened? You judge for yourself, right? So I am in the opinion that I have to do what I have to do. You decide for yourself, right? So okay, so I think the signs are looking good. It may not come now, it may not come tomorrow, it may not come 1 week, it may not come in 1 month, but when it does come, yeah, it is most likely going to be a repeat of 1982. Okay, even faster, to my opinion. Okay, I could be wrong. Yeah. So a lot of people say, wait for 3,500 points first. Okay. Why 3,500 points? Why not 3,600? Why not 3,100? So yeah, we take some questions, shall we? And nowadays, it's really very difficult to ask you guys for giving likes. Why is it so difficult nowadays? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this a lot of effort go into research and all this kind of things. So please, really appreciate if you could give the like. Okay. Yes. Let's take a few questions. Okay. Will I fire at 3,900 points? I I prefer not to. It brings up the average by a little bit, but you know, let's see the science. I believe the Fed will still come out and frighten and harm people, and people will come down again. Then then I maybe take a bite at that place. Yeah. Okay. Um, any comments or questions? Okay. Uh, yes. Yeah, well, there'll be retrenchment news. Retrenchment news is good for stock market. Yeah, have your stance on China's stocks now that China is reopened. I think is the I don't understand why people like to buy when the market chong. Yeah, you got to buy when it's the reverse, right? Okay. What about Nasdaq? Why still fire? Now my two shorts are in SRS and mainly in SRS and a little bit in CPF. So I prefer not touch cash, but I might touch cash. So I'll prefer to fire. I try not to touch cash for now. Okay. China's stock was saw S&P. I don't think the China stock will soar. I already know the China stock is soaring. Yes. Are you going to wait for any point at current price? Well, I give myself 3,800 points. So when it goes below this time around, I might actually go in. Can you make a guess what's the fixed D rate in April and May 2023? I suspect it may even go down. Now you'll go up a bit, but it might even go down in time to come because the yield curve is coming down. Yep. Good news mean bad news and bad news good. Yes. BYD goodbye. What's BYD? Okay. Yeah. So will you buy now? I always like to phase out. I'll buy more, but I already fired $1 already. So now only left with only one or two or three more shots. Okay. So yeah. So I will. Okay. Firing in cash in dollars too. No. In dollars I don't use cash at all. Yeah. Oh, I don't buy Chinese stock. I don't buy individual stocks. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that in stock picking. There are people who make money stock picking, just not me. I don't believe, and I don't believe that most of you can do it. How are your new ventures coming along? Haven't still working on it. Yeah. Okay, still working on it. The big data company is thinking about that. China opening will saw inflation. Will Fed try to taper inflation? I already said the whole talk. I talked about it just now, right? Yeah. So do you not talk about? Do you not hear it? Yeah. So I don't think the tourists will will cause inflation. Okay. Do you think the upcoming earnings event could bring the stock market further? Again, right? I say this. Bad news is good news, and good news is bad news. Yeah. So if there's a recession, it's gonna cause prices to go down and cause the interest rate pressure to be relieved. So it's good. What you fire short means you are buying S&P 500. Yes, for now. Okay. And if you're on local bank stock, I don't have big stocks. Let me say it for the 5,822 times. I don't like to pick stocks. Okay, most of us cannot pick stocks. Yeah. You see, you pick stocks, you rise, one black swan event, the stock drop, you're dead. Right? Whatever you made for the last 50 years, all spit back and return back. You look at SPH, you look at Singtel, you look at StarHub, isn't it exactly the same environment? What makes you think it won't happen to local banks? Yeah. I don't like to do that. Yeah. Okay. Very risky, extremely risky. Yeah. Okay, cool. Any other last comment before we go back to sleep? Yeah. Okay, I gotta go for a walk. Yeah. I would try. Now I'm a bit overweighted on S&P 500. I should level up a bit on QQQ. Yes. Do you like Jack Ma? He's smart, but he has been doing very badly. Why is he doing badly? Why is he doing badly? No, I don't think he's doing badly. He's doing very well for his own life. Yeah. Okay. I've met Jack Ma before in person. Okay. Incredible man. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Kena whacked by CPP. Yeah, by president. What's the ratio? Is 3:1. Ratio of SPY and QQQ always 3:1. Do you buy total stock market? I buy S&P 500, which is more or less the total stock market. How long is the period S&P 500 stagnate for? Was there a stagnation for S&P 500? Okay, I saw you. Anyway, I think I saw you in my estate park at night walk. Do you stay in Toh Guan area? Yes, I was walking here. Yes. Looking for when will you sell and lock in profits? I don't believe in that concept. Have you ever heard of Mr. Lu lock in, sell stocks and lock in profit? Anybody heard of Mr. Lu say that? Okay, I don't believe in that. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. No, S&P 500. I don't understand this. Well, there was a period of 10 years, but I always tell people, hold it for 20 years, right? They never once the S&P 500 over moving 20 years, they ever stagnate. Risky is most of the time we buy higher point, buy risk discount. Okay, I tell you a black swan event. Okay, a black swan event. All the major industries has been disrupted. You think about it, all the major industry, only a few not disrupted yet. The print has been disrupted. SPH already dead. Telcos have been disrupted. Retail has been disrupted. Airlines have been disrupted. Hotels have been disrupted. Taxis have been disrupted. Right? Cars have been disrupted. The banks have not really been disrupted. They have, but for every one solid bank, there are like 1,000. Okay, fintech startup really disrupt them. Okay, I seen them. I invested in some of them. So what do you think the chance of them be disrupted? Okay, one of them is like this is a fortress. Have you seen World War Z? All the zombies were crowding around, trying to attack. Suddenly, that guy have a breakthrough, the whole thing will collapse. Yeah, that exactly happened to SPH. Yeah, Singtel, all these guys. Yeah, okay. Healthcare also waiting to be disrupted as well, right? There's still some small industries like legal, for example, and all this, right? So the minute you get disrupted, you will fall like a fly. Whatever you make as a dividend, you will spit back. Okay, I don't know when the day will come. 5 years, 10 years, whatsoever. I cannot even tell when it will come. But when the day do come, you'll be like SPH. You will cry and no tears will ever come out. Yeah, no tears, only blood. Yeah. So, it can happen. You can go on enjoying your dividends and rise for another 5 years, 10 years, 15. I don't know. Just when you retire and the day you need it, it crashes and that's it, right? So I prefer not to take that kind of risk. I can sleep better. Now I tremble. Single stock risk, you can die. So, yep, that's my fear. Okay. Mining company, I don't like stock pick. Just be safe to buy the entire market, right? So that's my point. Okay. If you don't sell your CPF stock, would your opportunity cost of losing out the relevant interest rate? No, you won't, because the stock rise is on average 8 to 12%. Your CPF ordinary income is only 2.5%. So what is there to compare, right? Yes. No, I don't believe in commodity as well. Yeah, commodity is a tikam. Yeah. Okay, I'm mindful it's 12 o'clock. Okay, thanks for watching this. So let's watch the market interestingly and see how it goes. You don't need to watch it too closely. Just go on with your life, a little peek at the side, okay, and see how it goes. With that, and see, most of us should have already lined up all our, have already fired up all our shots already. And now if you have, it's just little bits of shots, right? QQQ, yeah, I do believe in it. I told you I believe in the 1/3, 2/3 ratio between the QQQ and SPY. Okay, so good night, everybody. It's time for me to go for a walk and clock my steps. With this, enjoy the rest of the night. Okay, and have a good night's sleep. And thanks for watching. Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody. Okay, Casey, SY. Good night. Will the rise in China's stock market impact stock? Yeah, no, I think it's all good. Yeah. Okay. Ashton, good night. Tommy, good night. Amy, good night. Jason, good night. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Bunyong, good night to you too. Ubelu, good night. Okay. Jeremy, Keith, okay. Jerome, okay. Each good night to you. Okay. Good night.